Want to learn how to get rid of productivity guilt? Have you ever felt overwhelmed with your never-ending to-do list? If so, it's great because I'm summarising Madeleine Dore's book, I Didn't Do That Thing Today. So, firstly, having a perfectly optimised routine, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Well, arguably it's a bad thing because it leaves no room for being spontaneous. And having some flexibility in life is great. And when you miss one part of your routine that you've set out, it can feel as if you're a total failure. But don't do that. You can't wait for a perfect tomorrow. Keep going and do what you can. If you are stuck in a routine where it's all completely scheduled, it's known as a stale routine. Unfortunately, my diary looks like that quite often. I've got some fun scheduled in as well. Life events often make us rethink our priorities. So if you're stuck in a rut, use your routine to actually prompt you to try new things and become a better version of yourself. Accept yourself for who you actually are instead of focusing on what needs improved. And I think that's a key thing. We have to deliberately focus on the good things that are going on rather than just what we need to work on. Why not, you're saying, Chris, we've got a perfectly ordered routine, what should we do instead? Well, perhaps try a checklist of small things. And then it's less about perfection and more about progress. And if you've marked off a few things, guess what? It's great because then you're making progress. Time can actually feel slower when you're doing new things and learning. So keep learning. I'd often say the day you stop learning is the day you start dying. I intend to keep learning for as long as I can. Let's talk about being a time realist instead of a pure time optimist. So recognize that you can what can you realistically achieve in an hour or in a day, and then don't overburden yourself. So consider for a moment, what do we actually want from the hour rather than what does it want from us? So take control of your time. Drive. This is internally driven, while ambition is often externally motivated. So focus on what truly matters to you, not what others expect from you. Decision fatigue. Well, this is real. And one hack is to not overthink small decisions. So save your mental energy for what truly matters. So if you're making decisions, it's great. It means you're alive. So you can then think, great, I'm alive. I can make decisions. I can live my life to the fullest. But what we would often see is somebody in a supermarket spending a long time maybe debating about which brand of cornflakes to get, whereas they cost minimal compared to purchasing a home or a car, and they won't spend proportionally as much time or energy. So do think that some decisions just go with the flow, or even let somebody make them for you. And if I could make a decision for you, it would be to hit the subscribe button right away if you want more book summaries. Comparing yourself to others. Now this can be a downward spiral. And remember, you're only seeing the highlight reel. So focus on your joy and your achievements, not what others are doing. And be realistic with your daily goals. Sometimes it's not about planning. It's actually just saying, I've not got a plan. And then see what happens. And if you can create limitations on your time so that you know you're time bound to do something that's really important to you, that's a good way of managing your diary. And we only get one life, so make sure you do things that you find meaningful. Action precedes motivation. So enjoy the process, not just the outcome. And when you're doing something, your motivation can keep going up because progress is enjoyable. So aim for that delightful discipline of motivation, action, and progress. Now, you may well have heard of Brian Tracy. He's a famous author, and he wrote Eat That Frog. And he actually retweeted one of my tweets once. Nice guy. But with eating the frog, The concept of that is in your day you do your most difficult task first, so it's not burdening you and you're thinking, oh no, I've got to do that thing. But there's another way you could argue it. You could say, well, I'm going to start my day with something that I really enjoy, getting you in a good mood, boosting your productivity potentially for the rest of the day. So protect your attention. You can only focus on one thing at a time. So arguably, we should all limit our social media use, and if you can't find focus at a point, that's fine, just take a break, relax, enjoy the moment. Perfection is the enemy of progress. It stops you from trying, failing, and learning. And don't judge others by purely their actions. Remember, be forgiving, compassionate, think about what their actual intentions were. And remember to extend this kindness to ourselves. So take a moment to be curious about others. Be kind. After all, if you came back after dying, you'd love every moment, even these mundane moments. So just take a moment, not just to be kind, but think, what am I trying to achieve here? How do I try to make others feel? It's important, these relationships, not just what you or I have achieved in our life. In summary, letting go of productivity guilt is actually about embracing flexibility, focusing on what truly matters, and also being kind to yourself and others. So clearly, if you want to be kind to me, give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll summarize more books. I'll see you next time.